morning, everybody. This is Sam. I am going to do a follow-up review on the VocBoom portable Bluetooth speaker. I unboxed this speaker maybe about a week ago, and I didn't really have a lot of feedback on what using it was like. So today I'll give a little bit of my experience after owning it for just over a week. Okay, so the VocBoom Bluetooth speaker, $59.99 on Amazon. One of my concerns was that they described that the durability wasn't very good in one of the reviews. They said that this mesh part here gets dented very easily. So I could definitely say after dropping it more than once, surprisingly. One time I had it in the trunk of the SUV, and we were on an incline. I opened the trunk and it just fell out. It got a ding right there, which is relatively minimal. It did hit on the grate part, no dents. So that was the first drop. The second drop was I had it on a high chair. And I went to grab something from underneath the high chair. I didn't grab the speaker well enough, and the speaker fell to the ground. We have hardwood floors, so to speak. It's vinyl hardwood flooring. And nothing that would make me say, oh, that was damage beyond reason, but it is getting scuffs and stuff on the plastic. But I would have to say that I do not agree with whoever left the review that it dents really easily. And the third drop was I knocked it and it fell over like that. No issues with that whatsoever. So it is more durable than I thought. Very happy with it. It feels solid. It's pretty sturdy and heavy. Okay, so now battery life. So I charged it up. I think it charged up in 2 hours or something like that. It charged pretty quickly. And as long as you're not playing at full blast all the time, it lasts for quite a bit, honestly. On the description, it says 32 hours of playtime, but I did read into the nitty-gritty of it, and that's at 30% volume. Now, at 40 watts, the speaker is very loud. Definitely can fill a room. So if you're having a few people over and you're barbecuing, this is good to listen to some music and stuff like that. If you're working in the garage or out in the yard, you're gonna be very happy with this unit. If you want to have a party with 30 people or more and you want everybody to be able to hear the music, this might not cut it. And another way to describe the loudness of the speaker is we went on the lake a few days ago, and the boat, when it was at full throttle, we had this up at 80%. I don't like to go full blast on the speakers because I don't want to blow out the speakers. So we're at like 80-85% volume, and at full blast on the boat, you could hear it, but it, the engine noise was definitely overpowering the sound. So that's not to be unexpected, right? If you want to have a good sound system on a boat, you gotta have more than 40 watts. But that gives you an idea of kind of what kind of volume you'd get off of a speaker like this. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the distance. The specifications said there's 50 feet of Bluetooth connectivity. I'm double checking that right now. I was supremely impressed at how far this could go. So there's two examples I have of that. The first example is that I connected to Bluetooth in my backyard, and I walked all the way to the end of my property, and I measured from the end of my property back to the balcony where the speaker was. It was over 150 feet, and it never hesitated or stuttered or anything like that. And it certainly did not lose connection. So with line of sight, 150 feet is not going to be a problem. I'm pretty confident it could go beyond that as well. So that's very impressive Bluetooth connectivity. And the second example I have is that I had this downstairs in my home office, and I had it connected to Bluetooth. I had my phone in my pocket, and I came all the way upstairs to the other side of the house. So basically polar opposites and on separate floors, as far away as I could get. and I could still hear the thudding of the speaker. It never disconnected. So very, very impressed. So that in that case, it was going through walls and through the ceiling and floor of the first and second floor. So very, very impressed with the Bluetooth connectivity. Connecting the Bluetooth speaker is very easy. Turn it on. 1, 2, 3. There's a second sound that initiates the speaker. That's it. And then you go from your phone and you turn your Bluetooth on and you scan for new devices. It takes a little while. You'll see VocBoom in the list. You select the VocBoom and it pairs really quickly. Then after that, it's just turning it on and off, turning Bluetooth on and off, finding it on the list and reconnecting. It takes seconds each time. So Bluetooth 5.0 has gotten really good. Really happy with the connectivity. All right, I mentioned earlier in the unboxing that this has an 8800 milliamp battery. Just for perspective, cell phones have anywhere from 2000 milliamps to maybe 3200 milliamp batteries, right? So this technically can be used as a portable battery. Here we have the USB-C, that's to charge this unit. We have an auxiliary port, so technically I can take from the headphone jack of my laptop, plug it into the speakers, and I could listen to the laptop sound on these speakers. So that's relatively straightforward and kind of handy to have. And then there's a standard USB, I believe it's USB-A, a standard size USB port. And that's what you would plug in to your charging cable to plug in your phone, maybe a tablet, something like that. Now keep in mind, it'll charge a phone twice, but you're severely depleting the capacity for this to play sound. So maybe charge a phone once so that you could also still have some battery to listen to music and stuff like that. And I mean a tablet once and then a little bit of listening time with the speaker. That's just my 2 cents on that. All right, this says IPX7 waterproof, and I'm always leery of, it's hard to push back in there. That's the rubberized seal there for water resistance. IPX7 is technically submersion. And for a certain amount of time, I don't know if it's 15 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that, I would never take this speaker and submerge it into the water. But since having it, it was sprayed handsomely with water from the lake when we were on the boat. No issues there. I've taken it into the shower a few times to listen to music or the news. And when the shower hits it, there's no issue whatsoever. One of the other Bluetooth speakers that I owned, the mesh part here started to get a little rusty from being in water. This one, I don't know how it would do, but right now I see no issues whatsoever with it having gotten wet a couple times. So I'm comfortable using it in light rain, on a boat when it would get splashed with water, taking it in the shower with me to listen to the news or some music. So just supremely impressed. It says it floats. I'm not going to throw it into a body of water to test that. And it says you can submerge it and it would not damage the unit. I'm not going to ever do that to this speaker. $59.96 on Amazon. There are 2 brands that sell this speaker. The Hayayu, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And the second brand is, it's loading here. Either way, it's a VocBoom Bluetooth speaker, 40 watt. There's a ton of these speakers out on the market. If you do land on purchasing this one, at least you got some insights on someone who's used it and had some experience with it to give you an idea of what you're getting into. All right, guys, good luck, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.